Welcome to the Ogle's channel. Thanks for watching today. And let's talk about the best way to cheese and also the best way to just straight up defeat the Dragonlord Placidusax in Elden Ring. And if I'm saying that wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments down below because I have no idea how to actually say his name. But let's talk about how to get to him first. Now from the waypoint here, or the point of grace, you're simply going to want to turn around, head down the elevator, and once you get to the bottom of the elevator, follow the little path here on the screen, and eventually get to the edge of the cliff, and of course, follow the exact spot in this video, and you'll drop down to another little platform, which will then give you another platform to drop down, and you'll slowly work your way down this little stair step of a platform. And honestly, this is one of those secret paths that's almost impossible to see as you're just going through a playthrough, unless you actually see somebody put a little note on the ground or someone told you about it or something like that. But you just simply follow the little path down through here and you eventually get down to this little crumbling Colosseum wall piece. And you walk over to the edge of it and it has an option or a little dialogue where you can lie down on it. When you lie down on it, of course, it's going to teleport you to a reconstructed arena here. And when you get to the arena, there are two strategies that we're going to talk about how to beat this boss. One's a direct cheese strategy that's just going to take you forever to do. And the other strategy is going to be a actual battle strategy that's going to lead you to an almost certain victory, but you'll feel a little bit better about doing it when you finish it. So let's talk about the cheese strategy first. Now the cheese strategy is if you go up to this exact spot right here, don't go much further because you'll end up activating the boss. And you're going to pull out your serpent bow because that's going to have your poison effect on it. And at this point, you're going to begin to shoot your poisoned arrows at the boss here and get it poisoned. And of course, slowly but surely, its health will begin to deplete away. Now, when I say do this is going to take you so many arrows. And I'm not kidding. We're talking like hundreds and hundreds of arrows to get this strategy to work. I went through all my poison arrows, all my bleed arrows, all my crystal arrows. I mean, every arrow I had. And it literally takes an eternity to get this strategy to work. And we're looking like probably a 30-minute investment if you want to do this strategy. To me, if you want to go that route, cool, but to me it's actually better just simply to take the next strategy, which is going to be to fight the boss and actually work through a strategy in order to defeat him. So let's talk about the best strategy to actually defeat the boss without doing this eternity arrow cheese. So when you head into the arena, go ahead and go roughly to the same spot you did with the cheese and go ahead and throw your Mimic Summon out. Your Mimic Summon is definitely your best for this particular battle. And at that point, go ahead and go through the incantations or the buffs that I have here. And of course, one's going to give you better attack power, one gives you better firepower, one gives you better just stats in general with the Erd Tree, and of course, one's going to give you lightning protection. And of course, you can see on the screen there exactly which ones that I'm using if you want to look up any of them as far as like where to get them and things like that. But these are all going to be great incantations to use for this battle. Then you're going to head straight toward the dragon, and you go ahead and run right past the initial little lightning patch, and as soon as you get past that, go ahead and throw out your Rotten Breath on him. And at that point, begin rolling to the left and get ready to throw out your second dose of Rotten Breath. Now, ideally, between these two Rotten Breaths, and if you get hit, just go ahead and throw a third one out and hope that your Mimic's also throwing it out. But early on, your goal here is to get that Rotten Breath on him so you get that Scarlet Rot beginning to take an effect. Once the Scarlet Rot takes effect, his health slowly begins to deplete on its own. That's not the end of the battle, though. That's just going to help you throughout the battle. At this point, back up, get yourself healed up if you need to. Go ahead and get yourself your FP healed up or your magic filled up as well. And then go ahead and get your Blasphemous Blade out as a two-hand weapon, and you're going to be constantly using the skill of that Blasphemous Blade against the Dragon Lord. Ideally, you're going to want to get right behind him, or at least on the back side of him, not necessarily right behind him, because there's no reason to be close with the weapon effect. But just simply get behind him and begin to use that weapon skill over and over and over. And you're sending out these giant fire blast pillars at him, and it takes away a massive amount of health every single time he's hit. And eventually you'll also stagger him, and you'll get in some free hits that way as well. Once the boss gets down well below half his health, he's going to begin to teleport and go into second stage. Now the second stage is significantly harder than the first stage because he's going to do these fly around moves and fly down at you when he just appears in the sky. Now ideally the best time to dodge when he comes down at you is right when he starts flying towards you. Just a little bit after that, as he gets closer, go ahead and dodge into him and you'll go right through it. Time it just like I am in the video here and you'll dodge right through his attack. If you try to dodge away, he'll hit you. If you dodge to the left or to the right, he might hit you. But if you dodge toward him and roll toward him like that, he won't be able to hit you from this attack. Now, that's a one-shot attack, so if you don't dodge that correctly, you will get hit and you will almost certainly die. Now once he's down on the ground, you're simply going to want to get behind him again or off to the side while he's attacking your mimic, and just go ahead and do the Blasphemous Blade skill attack over and over and over. If he does this slash move at you, you can actually roll into that and just simply dodge it completely, and you get off to the side of him and begin to slice again with that weapon skill. Your best strategy for this is going to be dodging and using the Blasphemous Blade's weapon skill over and over and over. Between doing the Rotten Breath in stage 1, Blasphemous Blade constantly just spamming it pretty much, you should have the Dragonlord defeated in no time, and you'll feel better about it than if you just simply did the arrow cheese constantly. Not that I have anything against cheeses, because like half my videos are dedicated completely to cheeses, so I think it's completely fair because it's built into the game. But for this one, go ahead and do the regular battle. You'll feel better about it. You can brag about it to your friends. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out my other Elden Ring cheese and strategy videos listed up above. As always, go out there, find a great game to play. Just simply have a great rest of the day.